frequency. This is Tom VK3FT. I'll let this end by for Michael's lovely work.
Good morning everybody, this is Michael, VK3FLMV for the WIA News Call next Sunday 12th of July. As usual, we'll start with country and portable stations. VK3 Golf Hotel. VK3 Triple J 40.
Recently vindicated by none other than the ACMA, VK3 WET, yeehaw!
VK3 November Lima Mary.
VK3 AZE Vatagi.
VK3 Victor Lima Tango.
VK3 Papa Lima Bravo, portable, Noble Park.
VK3 Echo Quebec, East Melbourne.
VK3 Echo India Papa in Emerald.
VK3 FNJW Croydon.
VK3 CRA Carabara. VK3 ZT.
VK3 FDAR, portable, Beaconsfield.
VK3 GL in Bunyip, now reclassified Metro because of COVID-19. Good morning all. So far we have GH, Triple J, WET, ML, AZE, VLT, PLD, EQ, EIP, FNJW, VRA, ZT, FDAR and GL. Good morning Graham. Any other country and portable?
Alpha.
UK3 BWP.
3 Bravo Romeo Sierra.
VK3 FJAG portable.
VK3 ZKK, portable.
VK3 ZAQ, portable.
VK3 AQJ, Summers.
We added BWP, BRS, FJAG, ZKK, ZAQ and AQJ. Good morning to you all. Any other country and portable?
VK3 X-Ray Alpha Bravo.
VK3 AUR Home Base Mike.
VK3 LTT, base.
We added XAB, AUR and LTT. Good morning to all of you. Any other country and portable?
VK3 LA. EJ, portable. We'll try again, VK3 LA.
We've got VK3 LA. Quite a weak signal from you this morning here. And the others please? Okie doke, let's move along and see who listens to the news mobile today.
3 Tango Charlie Romeo Mobile, Frankston.
VK3 VZS. VK3 BBC.
VK3 8.
So far I've got TCR, VZS, VBP and NY. Any other mobiles? Righto, let's move along to home stations. Who listens to the news at home today?
VK3 Tango Echo Zulu.
VK3 Kilo Victor Kilo.
VK3FTOM. Tom in Wheelershill, morning all.
A3YSK. VK3 FACB Pakenham. Good morning.
VK3 PKI. VK3 you're on. VK3 Triple C. Clayton.
VK3 Sugar Texas.
VK3 Echo Alpha Charlie.
VK3 Juliet Romeo. VK3 Fox Alpha Indigo Papa.
VK3 Foxtrot Alpha Bravo Tango.
VK3 Sierra Oscar Tango.
So far we have TEZ KVK STOM YSK FACB EKI Triple C ST EAC JR FARO FAIT FABT and SOT. Any other homes, please?
VK3 UL.
Kilo Echo Lima, that's right.
VK3 Delta.
Hotel Listerfield.
VK3 Delta. Victor Kilo 3 Mike Romeo. VK3 FTKO. VK3 ND. VK3 ZD. VK3 FV.
Okay, we added UL, PH, MR, STKO, ND, ZD, and FD. Any other information? VK3
Mike Golf.
VK3 Juliet November Foxtrot.
Good morning. VK3 FCYL. Have a lovely day all. VK3 VIP with VK3 DQ. Good morning everybody.
FDRS to the hotel.
On a double there, but I've added MG, JNS, FCYL, VIP with DQ, and FDRS.
VK3 MRG.
VK3 TZE James.
VK3 ZYD, 3 Whiskey, Whiskey, Whiskey.
VK3 Bravo Victor.
Bella.
Alpha Juliet Hotel.
Victor Zulu Zulu.
VK3 Victor Romeo Sierra. VK3 Juliet Golf Papa.
Okay, we added MRG, TZE, ZYD, Triple W, BV, AJH, VZZ, VRS, and JGP. Any other home stations?
VK3 Kilo Echo Lima. That's right. VK3 JN.
Charlie Echo November in Oakley. VK3 November Hotel.
VK3 Bravo Sierra Echo.
VK3 EJ.
VK3 Alpha Lima India.
VK3 BJS. Good morning, Michael.
Morning, Jeff. Now added KEL, JN, EN, NH, BSE, EJ, ALI, and VJS. Good morning to you all. And the other home stations.
Yes, good morning, Michael. Here is VK3 AOF. The name is Chris in Greensboro. Good morning, all.
VK3 Charlie Sierra Juliet.
VK3 Lima Zulu Charlie.
VK3 APT.
Okie dokie, we added AOS, CSJ, LZC, and ABT. Good morning, Mark. Any other home stations? any earlier, Michael, VK3 MET. Good morning to you, Craig, MET. I've added you to the list. Last call, anybody anywhere?
VK3 Zulu Zulu Charlie, good morning and thank you very much.
Good morning, Ralph. Zulu Zulu Charlie. Nice to have you on. Any other home stations then? Okay then, that gives us a total today of 84, of which 33 are club members. That puts us, according to the latest news I received, we're standing at 610, which makes us just about 100 in front of everybody else in the nation. It's very good numbers. Thanks for all of you for calling in. Before we go to the club net, I have to say yet again that until the 19th of August at least, the club rooms are permanently closed due to the COVID-19 lockdown. I'll keep you further informed as and when things change. I still doubt that things are getting better, so I think we'll have to wait a while before we return to normal life. Friday the 7th of August, Chris Long, VK3 AML, will give a talk on EasyPal Slow Scan TV. This will be another Facebook Live presentation. Make a date in your diary. We still have Club Net daily at 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. on 146.525, and the Thursday morning club room meeting has now been replaced by a morning meeting on Zoom. If you'd like an email with a relevant link, please let me know. The July foundation course had to be cancelled due to COVID-19 restrictions, and if you're affected by this, it may be possible to arrange a remote assessment. Please contact learning at emdrc.com.au to register your interest. This is VK3 FLMV, now changing my call sign to VK3ER for the club net. Anybody wishing to check into the net can do so now.
VK3, Victor Tango X-ray, good morning.
VK3FTOM Tom, morning all.
3WET, listening only.
VK3 Bravo Victor, listening only.
VK3 Papa Lima Bravo, listening only, sorry.
VK3 FJAG Judy, listening only.
VK3 Victor Lima Tango, listening only.
VK3 Papa Hotel.
VK3 November Hotel. Okay, I think I got it all right. Trevor, VK3 VTX, JR, FTOM, WET listening only, BV listening only, TLB listening only, FJAG listening only, PH and NH. Anybody else with the net?
Yeah, VK3GL to check in and listening.
VK3 Victor Lima Tango, listening only.
I missed the last one, it was terribly chopped up and warbly.
VK3ZKK. VK3 Tango Tango Tango, listening only.
VK3 Zulu Zulu.
VK3 Charlie Echo November, listening only.
VK3 BSE.
3 MET listening only.
VK3 TZE.
3 Missed that last one, lots of interference on that.
VK3 Zulu Tango Paul.
VK3ZAQ listening only.
Righto, we added Graham GL listening only, ZKK, Triple T listening only, VZ listening only, CEN listening only, BSE, MET listening only, TC
Victor Lima Tango.
Good morning, Darren. Already new. Victor Lima Tango. Anybody else with the net? Okay, going to the top of the list, we're going to Ringwood, have a word with Trevor, VK3 VTX. This is VK3ER.
VK3 ER in a group of the board. Yes, good morning everybody. Sorry I haven't been here for quite a while. Had a lot of things to do over.
What have you been doing, Trevor? What have you been up to?
Taking care of quite a few little things that I've been putting up for a while over.
I think we've all been getting into that, Trevor. I've been doing a lot of tidying up, making room for my new test box and things like that. I've even been working on your VSWR meter as well, so you'll be having that back soon.
Terrific. Thanks very much for doing that.
No problem. Let's move down to Glen Iris and have a word with Frank, VK3JR. This is VK3ER.
Just quickly, Michael, did you get me in there? This is VK3FTL.
Yes, Tom, we wouldn't know what to do without you, mate. You're in there.
Just hang fire, Tom. VK3ER, VK3JR. Good morning, everyone. Not anything very much to report, except I heard some Europeans on 20-metre sideband about midnight last night. So, there may be a light at the end of the tunnel as far as band conditions are concerned, and quite reasonable strength, and they stayed in for an hour or so. So it was quite good. Otherwise, radio-wise, there's nothing too much going on. Plenty of activity, but the band is still pretty bad. I'll make this one and only, so I'll say 73 to all, and talk to some of you on Thursday on Zoom, and maybe I'll even have a webcam by then. But they're very, very hard to come by. VK3, so if anyone knows a source of webcams, please let me know. VK3ER, VK3JR.
3WET, give you one for free.
Deal.
Stand by. End of the net. I'll catch up with you shortly.
Thank you, Justin.
There you go, Frank. Very generous offer there. Thanks, Justin. Moving along, we go to the one and only VK3FTOM. Good morning, Tom.
VK3 VK3FTL. Apologies about busting in there. I wasn't sure because I didn't hear you read my name back, or I wasn't sure if I didn't realise Frank was also next. Sorry, I didn't hear him check in. That's my apologies to all on frequency. Wasn't trying to be rude or bushing. That was a honest mistake. I apologise. And in order to stay sane during the lockdown, I reckon a lot of people are playing radio. There's certainly been, I'm not sure if anybody's tuned around 40 or 80 or even 2 and 70. I've just noticed there's been a lot more activity as of late. I personally reckon people are just getting annoyed with their significant others and going in and just locking the door of the shack and having a play. Anyway, that's at least what the bands sound like because there's so much activity. Anyway, back to net control. VK3 VK3FTL, and just as a side note, Justin, can I talk to you after that? VK3 VK3FTL.
Thank you for coming on, Tom, and don't worry about interruption, we're used to it. Moving down to Listerfield, VK3PH. Good morning, Peter. This is VK3ER.
Good morning, everybody. VK3ER. This is VK3PH, downtown Listerfield. Locked away in the... before they invented diodes. A little while, so I thought I'd check in and say good morning to everyone and see how everyone is going.
Club next
Yep.
door.
Very,
Let's go back to the Emdrc Club now.
Just want to say, I think you mentioned that we did have to cancel the foundation course on the weekend, this weekend. Unfortunately, we couldn't do face-to-face due to the COVID situation. However, I am still conducting examinations. If anybody wants to do an examination, I'm conducting them remotely. I am a level 3 assessor, so if anybody wants to do an upgrade or a foundation, I'm quite happy to organise a time to do that. As I said, haven't got much else to do at the moment. VK3DR, VK3PH. Yeah, thanks for that, Peter. I think Colin Hill is interested in doing it remotely with you. I'm sure he's been in touch. Moving on a bit, we're going to Rowville now. Talk to Noel, VK3NH. This is VK3ER.
VK3ER, VK3NH. Yes, thank you again for doing the callback and conducting events in this isolation. I was thinking there might be some news on the WIA news about records, but it didn't seem to happen, so I'll just blow my own trumpet here. My friends, VK3CV, Andrew Anderson, has developed some more kit. He's now bumped up the band a little bit to 134 gig, and we set the national record on the 11th of June, 19 kilometres. The previous distance was 3.4, and I think we've got quite a bit more in the tank, but it was a lousy day. I couldn't really see him at his location in Kangaroo Ground, but he could see me at the top of Mount Dandenong, so that was a good day before we suffered lockdown again, the K3 NH bike.
Well, that is good news. You should blow your own trumpet if nobody else does, otherwise how are we all going to know?
Oh, blow it on. More info, please. 3WET, very curious. What equipment?
Maybe we can come back to that just in shortly. Let's move on to James in Ringwood North, VK3ZKK. Morning, James.
Morning, Michael. I was listening only, but I don't think my signal's very good, so I won't risk it. Have a good day.
Okay, thanks, James. Catch you later. I did miss the listening only bit. We now go to Triple T Tracy. Oh, sorry, she's also listening only, so we're going to go to BSE and talk to John in Summit. VK3 BSE. This is VK3ER.
Wrong microphone. Yeah, VK3ER in the group, VK3BSE. Yeah, good morning all, and congratulations on that microwave record. Yes, so I've sort of just gearing up slowly, as it were, for the Trans-Tasman contest, and currently have the FT101Z running into a dummy load. Anyway, just to blow the cobwebs out, and looking forward to a bit of a blast on HF next weekend. Thanks for the broadcast. That was good. There was some other microwave news on the broadcast as well. Anything else of note? Not a lot. I did change a little. How did that come this week? Anyway, I changed a little slot 23 little service mount switch mode package on a little board. Maybe it was recently. I'm not sure if it was this week or not. But anyway, that's up and running, and now I've got my 9.2 volts out, and I just need to find a replacement battery. Essentially it's a lithium-ion 9-volt thing, and in what looks like a 9-volt battery, so it's in effect a rechargeable 9-volt battery with a micro USB at the bottom end of it. Anyway, that's a bit of the fun going on here. Back to the group, VK3ER in the group, VK3BSE.
Glad that you're finding plenty of things to do, John. As we all are. Never run out of things to do in the Radio Shack, do we? Jamie, VK3TZE. Good morning, this is VK3ER.
Oh yeah, had a select day yesterday. No, taking it easy, doing a bit of HF, or listening on HF anyway, through my receiver. Just realised you can't put a cheaper antenna switch UHF doesn't work that good. Works, but probably not good. I'll talk to you about that later during the week anyway. Yeah, apart from that, a bit of radio stuff. Yeah, good to hear everyone on. Some of the people I can hear simplex, which is good. I should make a list of who I can hear simplex. Okay, I'm back on the site doing some other stuff, but thank you for running this morning, and I shall talk to you later during the week. VK3ER, VK3CZE, and hello to everyone.
Yeah, 73 is Jamie. I might have a switch you can have for VHF, UHF. I'll look in the junk box for you. We're going to Inverloch now to have a chat with Paul, VK3ZT. Good morning, Paul.
VK3ER, VK3ZT. Good morning, Michael. Good morning to everybody out there. Yeah, it's nice to have a few numbers on the net. I'm still learning my Morse. For anybody's interested, I purchased a Morse tutor from Emdrc from the States, and it's challenging, but I'm getting there slowly. And I don't know, something else I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm allowed to promote a local business, so I'm not selling for them. I've got nothing involved with them, but they did an excellent radio installation on my car. And all I can say is that, look, I'm so happy with the installation. Everything works. Just such a professional job. It's not just installation, it's also cosmetically pleasing to the eye as well. I'll just put back to you, Michael, to see your thoughts on that before I mention the name of the business. Over.
Well, if you've had a job done by them, Paul, and you're happy with them, I don't see anything wrong in telling everybody who they are and that you're happy with them. I don't think that's particularly advertising. As long as you don't do it every 5 minutes, I won't have a problem with it. I don't think it should be a problem either.
Okay, look, thank you, Michael. Yeah, I thought it'd be all right, but I'd just like to put a shout out for G&C Communications down at Cranbourne. I'd say a few of us know of them, but just first class all the way. Could cost a couple of dollars, sure, but yes, just first class. And I was down there. He's a dickhead. Using a handheld CB for my dear wife Shelley when we go camping, and it's a pretty orange colour. So it stands out wherever it is, but it's also Shelley's favourite colour, and I can see it having a few poke stickers or something stuck on it, later dates, maybe some beads as girls do. Thank you, Michael, for running the net. I'll make this my last. Yeah, it's just been a great week. Just had the job finished and touched off yesterday. Just wonderful. Very happy chappy. HF, VHF, UHF, and 27 and 477 all on the car. Yeah, just well done. Okay, VK3ER in the group. VK3ZT, 73.
Yeah, thanks for coming up, Paul, and we'll talk shortly, I'm sure. Moving on to Millgrove, we'll have a chat with Darren, VK3VLT. This is VK3ER.
VK3ER, VK3VLT. Yeah, I forgot to mention I was only listening only. I'm in the process of actually trying to bake a cake, so I'll make this one my first and last to the group. So just hello to the group. VK3ER, VK3VLT.
Well, thanks for coming up, Darren. Sorry we missed the listening only bit. Back up to the top of the list, we're back with Trevor in Ringwood East, VK3VTX. Do you have anything else for us, Trevor? Apparently not, so we'll move down to Tom again, VK3FTOM. This is VK3ER.
Yeah, VK3ER, VK3FTOM returning. Good to hear you all on frequency. Interesting to hear about that microwave record. I've never played with microwaves, but it seems like an interesting concept. And yeah, not much else to report for the net. Life's going good here. I hope the lockdown finishes soon. Luckily this time they've allowed us to go back to school, so I shall be back to school on Monday. So I won't be on the Zoom meeting, but never mind. The Zoom should be, you guys should have fun, and good to hear from you, Frank, and yeah, won't be there on Thursday, but hope all goes well with that. VK3ER, VK3FTLN.
Okay, Tom, we'll say 73 to you. Good luck at school, stay safe, and keep away from viruses and other illnesses. Moving on down, we're back with Peter in Listerfield, VK3PH. Or maybe we're not, he's gone off having breakfast perhaps. Back with Noel then, VK3NH in Rowville.
VK3ER, VK3NH. Yeah, okay. Probably the easiest way to do the detail of the 134 gig is just to refer to do a Google on 122 gig, VK3CV, and you'll see the kit that Andrew produced. He made it available to the world, and Tim Tuck in Adelaide took up the project as a fundraising, and I think there was over 300 kits ordered worldwide through that crowdfunding, and it was the boards were built in China and delivered, and a lot of work has gone on since with antennas. In fact, it's created a hobby group around the world for 122 gig, and they've all got their kits, or most of them have got their kits out now. I'll just break for a sec. And most of them have got their kits now, and I see one chap's actually gone audible. It's a transverter based around a radar module developed for car anti-collision on 122 gig, but it can go up to 134, and Andrew's developed it further to go to, so we've done records up there. Probably not so much oxygen absorption, but it's not been great weather when we've been allowed out. VK3R, VK3NH.
All sounds very interesting. Maybe we need to have a look at that. Thanks for that information, Noel. That's good. I think Justin was interested in knowing that. Maybe he's made some notes. Moving on, we're going to go back to VK3BSE. John in Summers. Do you have anything else for us, John?
Yeah, it could be VK3ER, VK3BSE. Yeah, I just remember this is regarding publicity of commercial interest. I remember years ago on the club website, the Emdrc Club website that being, there was an area where there were links to companies that have done the right thing by club members. I remember including places like aluminium rod suppliers, fiberglass tubing, just other stuff, not the ordinary run-of-the-mill hardware bit, but things a little bit more closer, specific to amateur radio activities. So anyway, so well done for Paul with his shack on wheels. That's good. Anyway, that's about it for me for now. So I'll catch you. Probably here next weekend, and maybe anyone who's around for the Trans-Tasman contest, chatting across the ZL, might find you there on most likely 80 with a little bit of 40 going on as well. VK3ER and the group VK3BSE.
Yeah, thanks, John. We'll have a look at the Trans-Tasman maybe if we get a few minutes to spare. You never know. Who have I got left on my list? Only Trevor, VK3VTX. You still with us, Trevor? No, I think we've lost Trevor, so now we're back with Peter in Listerfield. If he's there, VK3PH. You still with us, Peter? Silence was the quickest reply. Back to Noel in Rowville, VK3NH. Do you have anything else for us, Noel?
VK3NH, no, thanks, Michael. What I think's really good about this project is it's, my part of amateur radio is building stuff. Pretty much trying out, put on the shelf, but to me that's the modifying commercial gear and making it do stuff that it wasn't necessarily designed designed to do. That ticks the box for me. Anyway, I'll put it by. Thanks very much for running the net. VK3NH, bye.
Yeah, cheers, Noel. Takes me to the end of the net for today. I can get back to playing with my new radio comms box. So I'll now change my call sign back to VK3FLMV. We'll close the net for today. I'll see you all on Thursday on Zoom, if not Wednesday evening for callbacks. Stay safe, and I'll catch you when I do. Cheers for now.
Cheers, Michael. 7-3 VK3FTLM set that.
3 centimetres and above just gets me insanely excited. So sorry, apologies in advance and behind.
Don't know what you're apologising for, Justin, but that's okay. It's an interest, and it's good to hear about these things.
Well, Noel, if you're still about the place, tell us a bit more about your attempt. What antennas you were using and how it all went down. I mean, for example, how did you initially attempt to set up the link? Did you try and have a swing on a lower band with a bit more beam width, or how did it all unfold on the day of the attempt?
Sorry, I didn't catch a call there.
3WET portable.
3WET VK3NH. Well, basically I'd written it up in the previous, in an AR about a year ago. It was called The Good, the Bad and the Ugly attempts on 122 gig, and we did it from the same locations. Well, not the final location of that record. That was pushed out to further away. But no, this was from Mount Dandenong, Sky High Restaurant. Tried it from the top deck there, the tourist deck, but that didn't work because looking over trees on a sunny day, there was too much evaporation of moisture. We feel you can see a haze, so it doesn't like moisture. So I located down in front of the cafe, this table area, set the tripod up. Got a few interested. It's near the viewing, and there's a viewing telescope. And basically pointed between the trees there, so I pretty much knew the direction I needed to go to get Andrew again. And I swung around until the signal popped up because he already could see me out of the haze, but I couldn't see him because I was looking basically into clouds, very, very hazy. The antennas are repurposed Austel dishes basically, get about 50 dB gain each end. You're running about a milliwatt of power, but it works out to quite a bit of IRP. But then, yeah, a bit of margin left in all of that. It was an FM communication, but we could have done CW, but we didn't need to. VK3NH bike.
Outstanding. That is just, magic. Utterly magic. No, look, I'm all aboard. That's the sort of stuff that I really get excited by. Effectively repurposing equipment that it was never designed to effectively do is effectively what happens when you cut my veins. That's exactly what comes out too. So, hats off, my man. Well done. Congratulations. Outstanding work.
Andrew's the king. He built all this stuff. Just keeps going up the bands. But he's a very good mate of past Les Jenkins, who was a bit of a pioneer back in the day. Myself, I came from a different line of training, let's say, and used to run the ACMO lab. So I've got my own lab at home because I didn't really get to play with the gear when I was using it for their purposes. So I've got pretty much all the same gear. Good old HP stuff that was made to last, not like they build test gear these days. VK3WET, VK3NH bike.
Yeah, top shot. Look, just in optimising the feed for the dish, what was involved in optimising the ultimate location of the feed, and what was the feed specifically? I'd imagine effectively it's not like it'll be. Are you just placing effectively the modified car collision avoidance radar at the focal point, and as best you can guess, or is there a bit of an optimisation process involved?
I think you should have a bit of a search for the 122 gig, and you'll find plenty of links off to the way it's done. The dishes are offset dishes. you'll see the kit as it's installed. It needs to be lined up on about over 400 metres test range if you're going to a beacon, or further than that if you're going to another unit, because we've found we're using telescopes and sighting because it's only about, it's less than half a degree beam width. So when you've got the things all, that's why it's hard to line up the ends. And you're right, it would be nice to have a lower band to focus it. We haven't needed to because we've been doing it optically, but and you really need a good day to get the transmission because any cloud or the wrong sort of day, atmospherics, moisture level up, and just too much attenuation. VK3WET, VK300.
Well, make no mistake, there goes the night tonight. I'll be just reading flat out all about it. I'm incredibly impressed, and once again, leave you with it. But very impressive feat. Congratulations and well done. Nothing more to add, I suppose.
VK3NH, VK3FTL.
VK3 turn, VK3H.
Yeah, it's FTL, Fox Tango Oscar. Just curious, mate, what are you using as the IF rig?
VK3 FTLM, VK3H. So the principle is each radar module transmits and becomes a local oscillator of the other module. So basically the two frequencies are offset by whatever you want the IF to be. We were using VHF 144. You could use UHF. In fact, originally we were using wideband FM. Down lower, just lower than the FM band. The big problem is noise. The big problem is noise, so you need to make sure that whatever mode you're using, you're minimising the noise. We were using sideband for the CW contacts, but effectively the transmission, you can't AM modulate it or sideband modulate it, you're effectively using frequency shift keying. So you're moving the transmit frequency quite a bit. So basically it's present where you are or it's away. And so when it's away, of course, that's a 0, and when it's present, it's a 1. So that's how you get your morse. For the FM, you modulate the VCO or the reference oscillator and achieve it that way, but it's a bit tricky to keep the deviation low enough, yet it's a balance between phase noise and FM modulation. So that's it basically in a nutshell. You're only transmitting with effectively the transmit come local oscillator of the transmitter. You need to really disable the transmit of the rig you're using as your receiver. Otherwise your transmitter might turn into smoke.
Yeah, overload the front end. Completely understand. No worries, mate. 7 threes. I was just curious. VK3NH, VK3FTL. Cheers.
Okay, VK3NH, please.
VK3WET, VK3FTL. How are you, Justin?